on with the night vision cameras. You guys keep an eye on the kid. I'm gonna go investigate the town area.
No problem, I'll hold down the fort.
I haven't seen a single person in this town. It's like I'm in a George Romero movie right now. This place is completely abandoned. What's really weird is that I haven't seen or heard any dogs or animals around here at all. We have to remember that even though we are monitoring the seventh sun in our camp, there are other seventh suns in this area, so I still have to keep my eye out for anything.
We just did a survey through the town. Didn't find anything. It's almost totally abandoned, though. All right, we're headed back to you now. All right, well, I went through the whole town. There's no sign of life out there. There's no dogs. There's no people. It's weird, actually. I went block after block after block, and it just feels abandoned. No sign of life at all.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing much back here either. I mean, we're watching the cameras. The kid hasn't moved in a long time.
He hasn't turned into a werewolf yet?
Not yet. I'm watching, though.
Yeah, so what's the plan of attack? We're going to continue to monitor this kid.
Monitor the kid, just look at the cameras for a little bit, I think.
And that's it. That's all we can do for now.
It's been pretty quiet around here so far. Not much going on with the night vision cameras.
What is that right there on camera 2?
It went that way. I'm going after it. Where'd the kid go? Come here. Right there. There it goes.
What is that right there on camera 2?
Where'd the kid go? I just saw it run this way. It darted into the bushes. Whatever it was large and fast. Not seeing anything.
What we're looking for is something larger than a dog. Something with bigger eyes, something much more terrifying looking. It definitely came right through this area. I'm just looking for any signs of tracks. The ground is really hard and dry, so it may not have left any tracks here. I'm barely leaving any tracks, but it came right through here.
Hey Josh, we found our seventh son. He must have ran into his house.
Did he wolf out on you?
No, but he does seem a little cranky.
I'm just gonna walk down the road and see if I can see what was down here.
I'm using the thermal imager to see if I can pick up any heat signatures on the ground or in the heavy brush.
I'm here.
Are you picking anything up on camera 4?
Not right now.
I thought I saw something on the edge of the road.
What the hell was that? I just saw it go in there, right there. That thing was definitely bigger than a dog. Right there. frustrating. It's been a couple of hours since I lost track of whatever the hell that was. Better go head back to camp.
So what happened?
Well, I tried to chase whatever was on the camera. I caught something on the imager a few times. It looked like it was on 4 legs, whatever it was. If it was a dog, it was a pretty good sized dog. I just saw it tearing through the bushes on the imager. I went into the bushes. Couldn't get up close to it. That's it. Don't know. Could be a dog, could be a Lobizon. In terms of this kid, I mean, the moon is full and the moon is up. If he hasn't turned into a Lobizon by now, I don't think he's going to. I think we should let him go to bed. All right, guys, so here's where we stand. We got nothing going on in town. We definitely have some dog-like figures skulking around this area that we've seen on the cameras and on the imager, but nothing that we can get to up close. Kid has not turned into a Lobizon, and the sun's going to be up soon. And the Lobizon is not on good terms with sunlight, so I think we've done the best we can do here, and we need to pack it up.
The next morning, I packed up the rope with the purported DNA evidence and sent it to Dr. Terry Kuhn, forensic specialist at UC Davis, for analysis. Truthfully, it should be canine blood because it sounds like this guy just beat the crap out of a dog. But if any human DNA is found, that may prove his Lobizon encounter. Also, we plan to take our thermal imager and night vision camera footage to the curator of the LA Zoo to see if he can identify what creature we encountered on our investigation. It would take a few days to get the rope results back from the lab, so in the meantime, we left San Ignacio and hightailed it to Corrientes to investigate documented eyewitness accounts of another creature, El Pombero, that has been terrorizing this region of Argentina. What we're looking for is something pygmy-like, covered in hair with extremely unusual powers. Reportedly, the creature has the ability to impregnate women simply by touching their stomachs. Local witnesses have described the Pombero as a short, hairy, and grotesquely ugly creature that will pay you a late-night visit if you leave rum, cigarettes, and honey on your doorstep. It's sort of like trick-or-treating in Las Vegas. But before our search began, there was significantly more important business at hand. I am in a wacky sea of women. Hola! 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 After a myriad of failed attempts to lure one of the Carnival dancers to join our crew, we set out the next morning to meet with a local school teacher who actually teaches the subject of El Pombero in his classroom. What can you tell me about the Pombero?
De una experiencia con Pombero.
He said that there's a very strong belief system here about the Pombero. He said, I believe in the Pombero, but I've never had an experience with him per se. It's just this is a belief that has been conserved within their culture.
Se da parte en la educación, por ejemplo.
It's within their education here. You know, there's stories and there's legends and whatnot, but this is one that really exists.
And where do you believe that the Pombero lives?
We don't know. Nobody knows where he lives, but, you know, he's been seen by lots of people.
The teacher then led us to a witness that said she'd come in direct contact with the Pombero.
She was sleeping and she woke up. I mean, how could she?